तारकं वीरं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। ईश्वर भक्ति भाव से बहती संस्कारों की धारा, भारत माँ की सेवा में गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा। ईश्वर भक्ति भाव से बहती संस्कारों की धारा, भारत माँ की सेवा में गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता
संस्कृति का वैभव जग में सबसे न्यारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
भारतीय संस्कृति का वैभव जग में सबसे न्यारा। ज्ञान और विज्ञान यहीं से सबने पाया सारा, सबने पाया सारा। कुछ भूलों से हारा फिर से जीते देश हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
अधरं मधुरं वदनं मधुरं नयनं मधुरं हसितं मधुरं हृदयं मधुरं गमनं मधुरं।
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं, मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
वचनं मधुरं चरितं मधुरं वसनं मधुरं वलितं मधुरं चलितं मधुरं भ्रमितं मधुरं।
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं, मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
वेणुर्मधुरो रेणुर्मधुरः पाणिर्मधुरः पादौ मधुरौ नृत्यं मधुरं सख्यं मधुरम्।
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं, मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
गीतं मधुरं पीतं मधुरं भुक्तं मधुरं सुप्तं मधुरं रूपं मधुरं तिलकं मधुरं।
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं,
तरणं मधुरं हरणं मधुरं स्मरणं मधुरं वमितं मधुरं शमितं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
कुञ्जा मधुरा माला मधुरा यमुना मधुरा वीथी मधुरा सलिलं मधुरं कमलं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
गोपी मधुरा लीला मधुरा युक्तं मधुरं मुक्तं मधुरं दृष्टं मधुरं शिष्टं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
गोपा मधुरा गावो मधुरा यष्टिर्मधुरा सृष्टिर्मधुरा दलितं मधुरं फलितं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं
सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधारी बरनउ रघुबर बिमल जसु जो दायक फलचारी बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन विराज सुबेसा गादन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ वज्र औ ध्वजा विराजय कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजय शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सिंहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर सहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उर लाए रघुपति कीनी बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत ही समबाई सहस बदन तुम रोजस गावै अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावै सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा जम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीना तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना जुग सहस्र योजन पर भानु लील्यो ताहि मधुर पल जानु प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाही दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुमरे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना आपन तेज समारो आपै तीनों लोक हाकते कापै भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवै महावीर जब नाम सुनावै नासै रोग हरै सब वीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावै मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावै सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा जिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावै सोई अमित जीवन फल पावै चारों जुग प्रताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अष्ट सिद्धि नो निधि के दाता असबर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावै जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावै अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाई जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई और देवता चित्तन धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई संकट कटई मिटई सब पीरा जो सुमिरै हनुमत बल बीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई जो यह पढ़ हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा पवन तनय संकट हरन मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुर भूप सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय।
सच्चिदानन्दं वासुदेवं व्रजप्रियं धर्मसंस्थापकं वीरं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। ईश्वर भक्ति भाव से बहती संस्कारों की धारा, भारत माँ की सेवा में गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा। ईश्वर भक्ति भाव से बहती संस्कारों की धारा, भारत माँ की सेवा में गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ जय गीता माँ।
संस्कृति का वैभव जग में सबसे न्यारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
भारतीय संस्कृति का वैभव जग में सबसे न्यारा। ज्ञान और विज्ञान यहीं से सबने पाया सारा, सबने पाया सारा। कुछ भूलों से हारा फिर से जीते देश हमारा। गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
त्यागशील सेवा व्रतधारी युवा जगे पुरुषार्थी।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
त्यागशील सेवा व्रतधारी युवा जगे पुरुषार्थी। वैज्ञानिकता विनय सभ्यता स्वभाव हो निस्वार्थी, स्वभाव हो निस्वार्थी। देशभक्ति में तेजस्वी हो फिर समाज यह सारा। गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
शिवाजी बुद्ध गगन के तारे।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
महावीर गोविंद शिवाजी बुद्ध गगन के तारे। परंपरा की पुण्य चेतना उर में हम सब धारे, उर में हम सब धारे। बाल हृदय में उसे जगाकर जगे देश यह सारा। गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
दुर्बलता को राष्ट्र समर्थ बनाओ।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
त्यागो सारी दुर्बलता को राष्ट्र समर्थ बनाओ। बंधु भाव समता ममता से सबको गले लगाओ, सबको गले लगाओ। चलो विवेकानंद मार्ग पर शुभ संदेश हमारा। गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा। ईश्वर भक्ति भाव से बहती संस्कारों की धारा। भारत माँ की सेवा में गीता परिवार हमारा।
Jai Shri Krishna. In Zoom meeting, if you want to turn off the notification of Zoom chats, then click on the chats and then click on these three dots. Turn off notifications, click on that. Click on the mute option, and now chat's notification will not disturb you.
Jai Shri Krishna, everyone. A very warm welcome to all of you in the Vivechan session of today, that is the 17th chapter, the Shraddha Traya Vibhag Yoga. It grants deep insights about faith influencing our worship, our food, daily routines. It's shaped up and affected by the three gunas, Sattvic, Rajasic, and Tamasic. Now we should also rejoice the auspicious vibes of Shubh Navratri knocking at our doors. With the grace and blessings of Sri Krishna Ji and Param Pujya Swamiji Govindev Giriji Maharaj, I would like to invite Lakshmi Podugu Ji from Hyderabad for the initial prayer. She's a homemaker. She likes singing songs, reading books. She's educated as B.Tech and she joined Geeta Pariwar in March 23. She's giving seva as L4 trainer in Telugu language. Welcome, Lakshmi Didi.
Jai Shri Krishna Didi, I couldn't able to, video is not getting on.
Jai Shri Krishna Didi.
Jai Shri Krishna, I'm not able to switch on video.
Okay, Didi. You can start with the prayer, Didi.
Yeah. Vasudeva Sutan Devam Kausachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnau Vande Jagadgurum Shri Krishnau Vande Jagadgurum. Jai Shri Krishna.
Thank you, Didi, for this beautiful melodious prayer. Now, to light the lovely lamp of today, the symbol of divinity, empowerment, and the auspiciousness, I would like to invite Shantala Sridhar Didi, who is a housewife and educated as BSc. She joined Geeta Pariwar in 2022, and the seva she is giving is group coordinator for L3 and trainer for L1. Welcome, Shantala Didi, for the diya lighting today.
निषिद्धैरप्येभिर्लुलितमकरन्दो मधुकरैः करैरिन्दोरन्तश्छुरित इव सम्भिन्नमुकुलः विधत्तां सिद्धिन्नो नयनसुभगामस्य सदसः प्रकीर्णः पुष्पाणां हरिचरणयोरञ्जलिरयम् शरदिन्दुनिभां शुभ्रां शुभ्रवस्त्रैरलङ्कृतां कलहंसकृतावासां वरदां शारदां नुमः.
Thank you, Shantala Didi, for this lovely, beautiful diya lighting. And now, before we proceed on with the main session, I would like to announce that today at 8:30 p.m. there will be our Geeta Sevi program in Bangla language. So those who are, for those who are feasible and those who are interested, please don't miss this program, and you can pass on this information and the links to your near and dear ones also. And don't forget to share the links of the Vivechan session also to all those who are interested in this spiritual journey. Now has arrived the most awaited moment of the day. Let's get to know the speaker of the day, who's none other than Kavita Verma Didi. She's the program coordinator in Learngeeta program. She's Geeta Vrati, Geeta Praveena, beloved disciple of Swami Govindev Giriji Maharaj. She has learned Geeta by heart at a very small age, and she can say any shloka by simply knowing the shloka number. She has been coveted the degree of Advait Vedanta Acharya from Chinmay Vishwa Vidya Peeth, Kochi. She is a poetess at heart. She has a beautiful, sweet, melodious voice, and she also possesses all the qualities of the leader. Welcome, Kavita Didi, for today's wonderful session.
सदाशिवसमारम्भां व्यासशङ्करमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्. Jai Shri Krishna and welcome to the 17th chapter, that is Shraddha Traya Vibhaga Yoga. So we will see three types of Shraddha, and as we have discussed already, maybe in 12th or 15th chapter or in other chapters, we must have heard about three gunas, three guna or three gunas, like Satvik, Rajasic and Tamasic. We have three gunas. In 14th chapter, the entire chapter is dedicated to explain these three gunas only. What are these three gunas? Sattvic gun, Rajasic gun and Tamasic gun. So in 14th chapter, we will see the mechanism, the entire introduction of three gunas. In 17th chapter, Bhagwan is being more practical and he is telling the practical knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. Many times we ask, like reading Gita is not enough. We have to bring Gita into our lives, into our action. Then only it will be more fruitful. Because if we are only by hearting the shlokas, that is okay, that is good. But what if we cannot follow Gita, the principles of Gita in our life? So if we want to follow the principles of Bhagavad Gita in our life, then first we have to understand the Bhagavad Gita. Understanding other chapters, let's say 14th chapter or 15th chapter, might be little tough for us, but 17th chapter, we can say it is the one of the easiest chapters of Bhagavad Gita. In 17th chapter, Bhagwan is talking about food, talking about dan, tap, yajna. So he's talking about very small topics which we are following. He's talking about our daily routine. So Bhagwan is telling about Shraddha Traya Vibhaga Yoga. And this Shraddha is the key of spiritual path. If we want to walk in spiritual path, if we want to enter in the spiritual path, then we must have Shraddha. What is this Shraddha? Bhagwan will tell in Saptadashodhyaya. Shraddha Traya Vibhaga Yoga. So first we need to understand Guna. So Guna Pravriddha Vishaya Pravalaha. This shloka comes in 15th chapter where Bhagwan says Guna Pravriddha Vishaya Pravalaha. So this word, this entire word, Natadasti Prithivyam Va Divi Deveshu Va Punha. So the entire cosmos or entire universe is made up of these three gunas. Now we will see this mechanism in 14th chapter, but still we have to understand that everywhere, even we are speaking, we are looking at something, we have this laptop, we have our house, we have everything, whatever we eat, whatever we sing, whatever we listen, everything has three gunas. Even we are made up of these three gunas. Every person has different nature based on the three gunas. So some person some person is more sattvic, some is rajasic, some person are tamasic. So according to these three gunas, we have our nature, we have our habits, we have our shraddha. Now what is shraddha? So Bhagwan tells in 17th chapter one thing which I have mentioned earlier, that shraddha is the key of his spiritual path. Let's say if we have to solve some mathematical equation. So in maths we have this habit, like let's say x be this, x is equal to y. We don't get the value in beginning, we just assume in our mind, our teacher says and we believe. So our teacher says and we believe that x is equal to y. Now x is equal to what? We don't know the value, but we assume that x is equal to y. This assumption we are doing in our mind. Now our teacher is saying, and we believe in the words of our teacher, and we start solving the equation with this, that x is equal to y. And what happens? Slowly we solve every step if we are following the rules, if we are following all the steps correctly, and then in the end we find the value of x. But that comes in the end. In beginning we just believe, we don't know what is the value of x. Similarly, the spiritual path, we don't know what is Atma, what is Moksha, what is Paramatma, what is Raj Vidya, Raj Guhya Yoga, what is Purushottam. We don't know anything. But we believe in Swamiji's word, in Guru's word, in scriptures, in elders' word, and we start believing, and then we enter reading all these concepts in depth. And slowly what happens? Slowly we start understanding all these things. So but now think, if we don't believe, even to solve the mathematical equation, without believing that x is equal to y, if we don't believe this, we cannot go further, we cannot solve that equation. If we want to solve that equation, first we have to believe that x is equal to y. Similarly, if we want to get into the spiritual path, then first we have to believe in the words of Bhagwan, in the words of our Guru, in the words of our scriptures, and that is called shraddha. In Vedanta Sar, it is written, Guru Padishta Vedanta Vakyeshu Vishvasah Shraddha. What is Shraddha? So they give definition of Shraddha, Guru Padishta Vedanta Vakyeshu. So whatever Vedanta is described by Guru is called Shraddha. Now, what is Vedant? So, Vedant is the Antah. Vedanam Antah Vedantah. So, Vedanam Antah, the main decision, the main gist of Veda is called Vedanta. So, if we have to divide this Vedanta into three parts, as it is said, Prasthanatrayi. So, first we have Brahma Sutra, then we have Upanishads, and we have Bhagavad Gita. These three scriptures together are called Vedanta, because these are the scriptures which tell the gist of Vedanta, gist of Veda. So Veda Nam Anta. Veda is the supreme knowledge in our culture. We consider that Vedas, any kind of knowledge we can put into the Vedas. And Vedas are the supreme knowledge, the source of knowledge, the center of knowledge. And now the gist of these Vedas is called Vedanta. So Guru Padishta Vedanta Vakyeshu, whatever Guru scriptures are telling in Vedant in the form of different sentence. These are so believing in those sentences, believing in those words is called Shraddha. Guru Padishta Vedant Vakyeshu Vishvasah Shraddha. Now first we should have the faith, because Bhagwan said Samshayatma Vinashyati. Samshayatma Vinashyati. If we don't have faith and we have doubt in the words of Bhagwan, if we have doubt in the words of our Guru, if we have doubt in the words of scriptures, then vinashyati, we are going to destroy. Now, the question comes, if we don't have doubt, how can we believe everything as it is? We cannot be the blind faith. We don't believe in blind faith also. So we don't need to have blind faith. We first we have to read everything. So we have the steps: Shravan, Manan, and Nididhyasan. First, we have to listen with the faith. Their faith is required. Then only you can listen. But once you listen, then the next step comes Manan. Manan is you are trying to find logics. Now, why this? Then we have this right to ask why. Why it happens? What is this? How it will how it will be happening? So everything we can ask when we have done some Shravan. So first Shravan, then Manan, and then Nididhyasan. Then slowly, if our all doubts are clear, then we can slowly bring this knowledge into our life, bring this knowledge into our actions. So Shraddha Tray Vibhag Yog. So Shraddha is very important. Otherwise, Samshayatma Vinashyati Ashraddhaya Hutan Dattan Tapastaptan Kritan Chayat Asad Ityuchate Partha Nachatat Pretya No Iha. In 17th chapter itself, Bhagwan says in the last shloka of this chapter, he says Ashraddhaya Hutan Dattam. If you are doing anything good, no matter what is this, it is very good thing, but without faith, without shraddha, then it is going to be asat. Asat means it has no essence, it will have no use, so it will be useless. If you are doing dan, you are doing tap, you are doing so many good things, but if you are doing without shraddha, then we are going to get nothing in return. So if we want to do something fruitful, then we should have shraddha first. So now what is this shraddha? Bhagwan explains here. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā Saptadashodhyayah. Arjuna Uvacha. ये शास्त्रविधिमुत्सृज्य यजन्ते श्रद्धयान्विताः तेषां निष्ठा तु का कृष्ण सत्त्वमाहो रजस्तमः. Now Arjun, here the Arjun is asking question to Bhagwan, ye shastra vidhi musrajya. Now how this question comes, what Arjun is asking, ye shastra vidhim utsrajya. The people who are not following ordinance of shastra. So in the shastras, everything is written like do this puja like this, perform this ritual, particular ritual like this. So everything is explained in the shastras. But the people who are not following shastras, yajante shraddhayanvitaha, but they are doing their karma with shraddha. They are performing everything with faith. Shraddhayanvitaha, anvitaha, shraddha se anvit hokar. So they are filled with shraddha, they are filled with faith while performing all their actions, but without following the ordinance of shastras. Without following the ordinance of shastras. Now then he says Teshan nishtha ka Krishna satvamaho rajastamaha. Now tell me there about them, their nishtha, about their faith, about them, that whether they are sattvic or rajasic or tamasic, which category they will belong to. Now first we have to understand what is sattvic, what is rajasic, what is tamasic. So in short, because in detail we will see in 14th chapter, but in short, what is sattvic? Sattvic stands for goodness. So all the good habits, everything, the virtues comes under the sattvic. Now rajasic stands for the attachment, over activity, hyperactivity, restlessness. All these, when we become restless, we become aggressive, this comes under the rajasic thing. And then we have tamasic. Tamasic is inertia, jadta, agyan, murdha. So when we don't understand anything, what is right, what is wrong, we cannot differentiate between right and wrong, then this situation is called tamasic situation. So now this is the tamasic mindset. So sattvic, rajasic and tamasic. Sattvic is superior, thus goodness. Rajasic is attachment, desires and activity, hyperactivity. And then tamasic is jadta, sleeping and eating only. So that is tamasic. Now Arjun is asking the people who are not following the ordinance of Shastra. Now, why Arjun is asking this question? First, we have to understand. Without understanding the background, we cannot understand the content inside. So, why Arjun is asking this particular question here? Because before 17th chapter, which chapter came? That is 16th chapter. The name of 16th chapter is Daivasur Sampad Vibhag Yog. Daivi good and Asuri good are explained by Bhagwan in 16th chapter. So we all know how many qualities Bhagwan explained. So these are the 26 qualities. 26 Devi good. So 26 qualities Bhagwan explained in 16th chapter. At the end of the chapter, Bhagwan says the shloka you remember, if you remember 24th shloka of 16th chapter, because in 24th shloka, that is the last shloka of chapter, if you remember, that is तस्मात् शास्त्रं प्रमाणन्ते कार्याकार्यव्यवस्थितौ ज्ञात्वा शास्त्रविधानोक्तं कर्म कर्तुमिहार्हसि. Bhagwan says tasmat shastram pramanante. Therefore, he is concluding entire chapter 26 Devi qualities, and then he tells about the demonic qualities, and then at the end he is concluding entire chapter and he says therefore is the concluding word. We all are aware. So therefore, tasmat shastram pramanante. So for you the param evidence, the evidence is shastra. Whatever you do, whatever you like, many times we have confusion whether we are doing right or wrong. So we have this confusion. Now how to resolve this confusion? So whenever you start doing something, first you have this in your mind that your evidence for everything, for your all the actions, for your all the speeches, for all your things is the shastra is the evidence. Now, the Shastra is the evidence. So every time you have to follow the Shastras, whatever you do. Because every time we cannot analyze whether it is Sattvic, whether it is Rajasic or Tamasic, what we should do, what activity we should follow. So, Bhagwan said, you don't worry all these things. You go to Shastras and open the Shastras and understand the things and follow the same. Now, Arjuna is asking, Ye Shastra Vidhi Musrijya, because Arjuna knows, as we are maybe also thinking the same, like Shastras are the Praman, that is okay, but we cannot follow Shastras every time because there are many reasons, multiple reasons, and Arjuna has the same situation like all of us are having. So Arjuna is saying, sometimes we cannot follow the Shastras. One reason could be like we don't know Shastras. Everyone don't know Shastras. We are not aware with the Shastras. Even some of us don't know what is the Shastra. So maybe we know like Vedas are the Shastra, Puranas, Mahabharat, Itihas, Bhagavad Gita, Manusmriti, all these are Shastras, and but second reason comes, maybe we are aware what are these Shastras, but we don't have facility to understand these Shastras. We don't have opportunity to understand these Shastras. We cannot read all these Shastras. Maybe the unavailability of Guru, nobody is there to guide us with the Shastras, nobody is there to teach us the Shastras. Now this is the second reason. Third reason could be, maybe there is guidance, but sometimes our buddhi is limited. Everyone is not that genius. So we are not able to understand these Shastras. Maybe someone is teaching us, we are having our books and we are reading it from the book, but still we cannot understand. That could be the third reason. So sometimes Shastras are not available, sometimes available, but there is nobody to teach us. Sometimes there is teacher, but we cannot understand the Shastras, and hence if we don't follow the Shastras, Arjuna is asking very genuine question on behalf of all of us. So he understands the mentality, like he's saying that layman, the common people who do not have easy access of Shastras, so how they will follow the Shastras? So Arjuna is asking, Ye Shastra Vidhi Mutsrijya Vartat Yajante Shraddhayanvitaha. The people who do not have access of Shastras, they do not follow the Shastras, but they perform all their karma, all their actions according to their Shraddha, with the faith. Like how many of you are reading Bhagavad Gita daily? Almost everyone. Now we have joined Learngeeta program. Now we are reading Bhagavad Gita daily. But we don't read Karanyas, we don't read Hridayanyas, we don't read all these things because all these things will be taught in level 4, and then we will understand. Then we will, okay, this is the process of Parayan. When we go for Parayan, there could be different rules maybe, but we are not following all those rules. But we are not going to get sin. We are still getting punya. because we are not aware with the shastra, so we are not following, but we are doing our karma, we are reading Bhagavad Gita with faith, with so much faith, and that's why we will get punya. So Bhagwan Arjuna's question is, the people who are not following the ordinance of shastras but performing all their karma with the faith, shraddhayanvitaha teshan nishtha ka Krishna. Now tell me about them, whether they are rajasic, sattvic, or tamasic. This is the question made by Arjuna on behalf of all of us. Now, Shri Bhagavanuvacha, Bhagavan will answer here. Shri Bhagavanuvacha, Trividha bhavati shraddha dehinam sa swabhavaja satviki rajasi chaiva tamasi cheti tam shranu. Trividha bhavati shraddha. Bhagavan is saying there are three types of shraddha. Trividha bhavati shraddha dehinam sa swabhavaja. Dehinam. He is telling the shraddha is for whom? So we have, like, sometimes we think that this body is Atma. So Bhagavan is saying, no, this body is not Atma. Body is Deha. Deha. Body is Deha. And what is Dehi? The soul, the Atma who's living inside the body. Dehe Asmin. Inside the body who is living, the existing consciousness, that is soul. That is Jivatma. So Jivatma is different and the body is different. Bhagwan is saying Dehinam sa sabhavaja. This Shraddha belongs to Dehi. Dehinam. Dehi means the soul. Jivatma. This Shraddha belongs to Jivatma, not to our body. So Dehinam sa swabhavaja swabhavaja. This Shraddha is swabhavaja. Now there are three types. There are three sources of Shraddha, like Swabhavaja, Shraddhaja, or Karmaja. So, Sangaja. So first is Sangaja Shraddha. Sangaja, when we go to the satsang, we live with certain company, we live with certain people. So because of those people, if we develop some kind of Shraddha, that is called Sangaja Shraddha. Sangaja, it comes with the sang. It comes with the company of other people. That is Sangaja. So every time if we are living with good people, like we have joined Gita Pariwar, all the Gita seekers are together. So all the Gita seekers, when everyone who is trying to achieve that spiritual motivation or that spiritual stage, and everyone is together, so all of us have positive thoughts. So every time when we join the classes, we join the class, we see the faces of the people, we exchange very positive energy with each other. So this is called Sangaja Shraddha. Now other people have Shraddha, faith in Bhagavad Gita. So we will also develop the same faith of Bhagavad Gita, because every time we are talking about that, we are learning all these shlokas, we are discussing everything. So what happens? So automatically the Sangaja, because of the Sang, Shraddha will be developed. Now this could be wrong way, in a wrong way also. If we have bad company, then the bad kind of Shraddha will be developed. Now second is Sangaja, and then Karmaja. If we are reading Shastraja or Karmaja, both we can say. Shastraja is better word. So Shastraja, when we are reading scriptures, different scriptures, Bhagavad Gita, Puran, Itihas, and other different books, if we are reading and we are developing some kind of Shraddha, so that is called Shastraja Shraddha. It is Jayate from Shastra. It is coming from the Shastras. And then we have Swabhavaja, which Bhagavan is mentioning here. Swabhavaja is certain kind of Shraddha which we are carrying from our previous lives. Because in our previous lives also we were human beings, or maybe in other yonis we were, but we used to do some habits, we used to do some practices, the same influences we used to get, and now the same tendencies we are carrying from previous lives to this life, and this is called the Swabhavaja Shraddha. So from the childhood only we have certain interest areas, we have some kind of Shraddha from our childhood only, so that is called Swabhavaja. So this Swabhavaja, all these Shraddha is Bhagavan is giving three types of this shraddha. So Satviki, Rajasi, Chaiva, Tamasi, Chetitam. Shunu. Satviki Shraddha, Rajasi Shraddha, and Tamasi Shraddha. Now, what is Satviki, Rajasi, and Tamasi? So Bhagavan is saying, Chetitam Shunu. Tam Shunu. Shunu means listen. You listen carefully. I'm telling you what is Satviki, what is Rajasi, and what is Tamasi Shraddha. So in next shloka, Bhagavan says, सत्त्वानुरूपा सर्वस्य श्रद्धा भवति भारत श्रद्धामयोऽयं पुरुषो यो यच्छ्रद्धः स एव सः. Bhagwan is giving a very beautiful principle, a very beautiful thought here, and we must have heard or read from in so many books. We must have heard from so many great people. So everyone says, think positive, speak positive, and do positive. Every time try to attract positive energy to yourself. And first sutra they say, they give that think positive. Don't say any affirmations like I am bad or I am not good, or all these negative thoughts we should avoid, and every time we should try to try to speak only positive things. And first we have to think positive, then only we can speak positive, because our vak karma is dependent on our mind. So if whatever we think in our mind, same things will be coming to our words also, and same things whatever we will speak or think, same things we will start doing. So always think positive. So Bhagwan is saying sattvanurupa sarvasya shraddha bhavati bharata. Shraddha depends on our sattva. What is sattva? Sattva is our antakaran. So here we have antakaran has different elements. So four elements Bhagwan say, like in scriptures we read. So what are these four things? So antakaran chatushtayam is man, buddhi, chit, and ahankar. Man is mind. What is mind? Sankalpa vikalpatmika vritti mano. Manasah vritti is sankalpa vikalpatmika vritti. So every time the flow of thoughts is itself is a mind. So mind is nothing but the flow of thoughts. Every time we have thousands of thoughts, and thousands of thoughts arising with different thoughts, like this and this vikalp. We have different options every time, chain and chains. We have shakha prashakha, so many thoughts together. So do this or do this, morning, evening, night, when to go, what to say, which excuse we should make. Every time we have this thought. So sankalp vikalpatmika vritti manaha. And then what is buddhi? Nishchayatmika vritti buddhi. So when we are stick with one point, like no, okay, I have to do this, and we decide, final decision. So the final decision is done by buddhi, intellect, and that is buddhi. So man, buddhi, nishchayatmika antakaran vritti is buddhi. And then chitta is the storage, like previous memories, previous things which we have stored inside, that is called chitta. And then we have ahankar is this is not the negative ahankar. One is ahankar is pride. We are feeling so much pride, we become we become very proudy people. So that is not the ahankar. Here ahankar means the I-ness. We understand, everyone, all of us, we have the sense of I-ness. Because if you don't know anything, what is your name? Maybe you don't know the name also. But a small kid doesn't know the name. If you ask what is your name, this kid will be silent. But this kid also has the sense of I-ness. I exist, I am here. So this I-ness is called ahankar. Now we have ahankar is I-ness. The sense of I-ness is ahankar. So now this is called antakaran chatushtay. Man, buddhi, chit, and ahankar. So Bhagavan is saying sattva nurupa sarvasya. For everyone, shraddha bhavati bharata. Shraddha will be like this. Will be like what? Sattva anurupa. So according to your sattva, according to your antakaran, according to your thoughts, you can say. So as our thoughts are, similarly our mind is, so accordingly our shraddha will be built, or shraddha will be created. So, or shraddha mayoyam purusho, and this shraddha maya person, what kind of shraddha we have inside our antakaran, yoyat shraddhasa evasa, and the person becomes the same. As we have the shraddha, similarly we will start becoming the same person. So if anyone wants to earn so much money, so he wants to become very rich, now his shraddha will be for money only. His shraddha is for the big companies, big all these sources of money. So the shraddha will be there. So now the person will become the same. Slowly, this person will become the same. Why? Because our shraddha we have in our thoughts. The first is our thoughts, and then the same thoughts will come as our shraddha is. So now shraddha and thoughts are equally like coming together, and if the shraddha is going towards the rajasic thing and the thoughts are very rajasic, then similarly we become rajasic. We will speak rajasic because we are thinking rajasic, and we will speak rajasic, and then we will start doing rajasic things. But if our shraddha is sattvic, then we will think sattvic, we will speak sattvic, we will do sattvic. If our shraddha is tamasic, then the tamasic similarly. And now shraddha will be made with the antakaran is also some tendencies, some habits we are getting from the previous lives, but at the same times some tendencies and some habits we are developing right now, whatever kriyamad, whatever karma we are performing right now. So if we have started reading Gita, sometimes we will not want to read Gita, and some days we don't want to join the class, we want to sleep, sometimes we want to go outside, we would try to avoid the class at some point. But there, if we control ourselves, no, I will complete my 40-minute class, I cannot leave it, even though I am not feeling like to go inside the class, but still I'll go. And slowly, if we are pressurize ourselves, and then we give rewards also after the class, you can give some reward, you can go for a walk for 10 minutes, or you can get something to eat, anything. So but if we are forcefully doing something good with ourselves, sometimes we love to do, sometimes our mood is like we don't want to do something, but still if we are forcefully doing, then what happens, our shraddha will be developed slowly, and when this shraddha will be developed, we will be same way, in the same way we will also be developed. And always think like this, that if you are sattvic, then only you can get spiritual progress, then only you can get physical progress also. For the physical progress also, if someone wants to become rich, or someone wants to become IAS officer, or someone wants to become whatever people want, whatever they want to manifest in our life, so we have to be punctual, we have to be eating good, because if we are eating rajasic or tamasic food, then our health will be going out, and what will happen, we can understand, we can never fulfill our desires, we cannot get the success in our life. So get the success in our life, first thing, we need spirituality, we need punctuality, and punctuality is nothing other than spirituality comes with punctuality, with discipline, with good food, with good habits. So when we are entering into the spiritual path, or when we are entering into the success path, or when we are entering into the sattvic path, these are the same paths actually. So if we try become sattvic, success will come automatically, we will become successful in our life, we will become happy in our life, we will become peaceful in our life, because everyone wants happiness, everyone wants peace in our life, in their life. Nobody is there that there are some people who earn so much money, but still to sleep in the night they have to eat some pills, they have to take some pills to sleep. They are not having the peace of mind. They have money, they have name, they have fame, but they don't have peace of money. Now you decide whether this is good, or whether you want this peace or the money only. If we want everything in a balanced way, then first we have to follow this sattvic tendency. When until unless we become sattvic, we cannot achieve anything. So sattvikta is not only the spiritual path, or we start doing bhajan kirtan. This is one part, but sattvikta doesn't mean only the spirituality. But sattvikta means having the discipline, having punctuality, having all this system or balanced in our life. That is also the sattvikta. That is what sattvic instinct teaches us. So Bhagwan will tell how to become sattvic now, because yoyo shraddha sa eva saha. So he is telling the three gunas and how these three gunas are influenced, and how we become like this, how we can become sattvic or rasic or tamasic. So everything one by one, the characteristics he is telling. Yajante satvika devan yaksharakshamsi rajasaha pretan bhutaganamshanye yajante tamasa janaha. In fourth sloka, first he starts with upasana. What kind of upasana we are doing? Because this is very important. Every morning we do some upasana, right? Everyone is doing some upasana. Maybe not sitting in the temple, but still sometimes we think something in our mind. At least we think for 5 minutes. And if we are not doing that, then we are spoiling our day. Because if we don't have this habit of sitting in a peaceful place for 5 or 10 minutes or half an hour, and just spend time with yourself, analyze your character, analyze your vani, analyze everything, and then start your day. Then set your targets, then set your goals, what you have to do, what fruitful you have to do, and then we begin with the day. Then this will give you the fulfillment. This will give to everyone the fulfillment, the peace, the satisfaction. So when we start with the upasana, so in our culture it is inserted like everyone has to do some upasana in the morning. So now what kind of upasana we are doing, whether we are doing sattvic or rajasic or tamasic? Because if we start our day with the upasana, so what kind of upasana we are doing the entire day will be derived from there. Because this is we understand, we consider it as a source of energy for entire day. If we are sitting with us with Bhagwan in the temple, and we are just thinking, we are like making our mind, we are preparing our mind for entire day. Now what kind of upasana we are performing, this will affect entire day, all the actions, all the things, all the thoughts, how we are studying, how we are working in the office, how we are working in a house, everything will be affected by this. So Bhagwan is starting with the upasana. Jajante satvika devan. Now the sattvic people will always worship devan, devatas, deities. Yaksha rakshamsi rajasaha. No, yaksh and rakshas, demigods and demons will be worshipped by Rajasic people. Pretan, Bhuta, Ganamshani, and then the evil spirits and all these Bhut, Pret will be worshipped by Tamasic people. Like in the night time, they have this tendency of performing all these rituals. So Yajante Tamasa Janaha. Now, what are the motives behind them? If the person is simply worshipping deities, that means this person is sattvic, because he does not have very much desires. Or if desires are there, then also these desires are for welfare of their family, welfare of their society, welfare of themselves. We can ask for ourselves to Bhagwan, because Bhagwan is we can ask Bhagwan, we want this, we want this, and we should make sure that we are not torturing other, we are not harming other people, and we are just asking for ourselves. That is okay. So now this is sattvic. All of us, maybe we are following the same. Then the Rajasic people come, they have very much like selfish motives. They want to fulfill their selfish motive. Like, I am not studying, like as a student, I am not studying, let's say, and I want to get 100% marks in the exam. Now I am praying Bhagwan. So now Bhagwan deities will not listen. We know Ram ji or Krishna ji or or other deities, like they are following ethical paths, so they will not listen this kind of selfish desires. So now I will go to Yaksh and Rakshas, demigods, because these have some power. They also have capability to fulfill my desires. So if I will worship them, they will easily fulfill my desire. So now the Rajasic people who want to fulfill their selfish motives, they go to Yaksh and Rakshas. So I want this, like excessive. If we have something, like we have one house, now it is enough for me. But if we want two houses or bangla or this or big car and all, so now slowly our desires will be increasing, and as our desires are increased, we go to Rajasic Upasana. And then tamasic pretan bhutaganam shani. These are very dangerous people. They are worshipping to harm other people, to torture other people. Bali and all these things they are doing with the pret and bhoot. So all the evil spirits. So all these like wrong things, kala jadoo and all these things are done by the tamasic people. So they are doing to harm other people just for their selfish motives, or to get, they have this misunderstanding that they will be more powerful by harming other people, or they have this tendency of rakshas and demons. What the demons are doing, they are going to yagyashala, they are destroying everything, they are killing rishi munis. Now what they are getting in return? Nothing. They are getting nothing. But the fear inside the normal people, inside the common people, they have that, oh, demons are there, so they have some kind of fear to demons. That's all they are getting. So now they are getting nothing, but they are doing these wrong things. Now this is called, this is the tamasic pravritti, tamasic tendency. Pretan bhutaganamshane yajante tamasa janaha. So all the tamasic people will do this. अशास्त्रविहितं घोरं तप्यन्ते ये तपोजनाः दम्भाहंकार कामरागबलान्विताः. Now the people who are not following the shastras, or also they don't have shraddha, they will do ghor tap. They are performing very difficult austerities, very difficult tapas they are performing. Maybe they are sitting entire day, they are not eating anything, they are not drinking anything. Now, not eating, not drinking, this is called upavas, and we all do upavas, but in a limited way. We all do occasionally, we all do in a limited way. But the people who have extreme, like extra desires, they are restless. Now they have to fulfill their desires, and that kind of vague is coming from inside. And then what people will do? They will do so many like kathor tap. They are going to perform very difficult worships and rituals and austerities. So Bhagwan is saying ashastra vihitam ghoram. In the shastras, it is not said that you cut your tongue, you cut your hand, or you just arpit karo apna blood. And all these is not written in the shastras for the sattvic person. If you are sattvic, you can easily follow the Bhagwan, you can easily worship the Bhagwan. Bhagwan will fulfill whatever is good, he will give you automatically. You don't need to ask him. But if you want extra powers, extra things, then you will cut your hand, cut your tongue, and all this blood. Now think about the Bhagwan. We are the devotees of Bhagwan. We are going to him, and now Bhagwan is opening his gate for us, and we are bleeding every time. Here cut, and so much blood. Now Bhagwan will also not feel good. So Bhagwan also wants some sattvic devotees who are coming just to meet Bhagwan, just to for his darshan. Our devotees are coming, so Bhagwan will also feel good. So Bhagwan is saying ashastri vihitam ghoran tapyante ye tapojanaha dambha. And why they do? Dambh ahankar sanyuktaha. Dambh, they are doing due to dambh. Dambh is hypocrisy, to show other people, no, like I am very strong, I am the biggest devotee of Bhagwan. Oh, you are not a devotee, you are a small kid in front of me. I am the biggest devotee, and then that's why I can burn my hand with the camphor, and all these activities they do to show other people that I am a big devotee. And then ahankar, they have pride, like I am this, I am Ravan, I am Hiranyakashyap. So this ahankar they have. So out of ahankar and dambh, they are performing all this puja, all these difficult austerities. And then kam raga balanvitaha. And what is the motive? So kamana, kam, to fulfill their desires, to become more powerful, to become more famous, maybe. So kam and rag, they have certain attachments and they want to fulfill those attachments. So kam raga balanvita, they are forced by the kamana and attachment, like desires and attachment, and hence they are performing ashastri vihitam ghoram, very tough tapas they are performing. कर्षयन्तः शरीरस्थं भूतग्राममचेतसः माञ्चैवान्तः शरीरस्थं तान् विद्यासुरनिश्चयान् तान् विद्धि आसुरनिश्चयान्. Though the words Bhagavan is using, tan vidhi asur, know them as asur, tan, them, no, vidhi means no, them, asur, nishchayan, certainly, you understand, you consider them asur, demons, they are demons. Who are demons? Karshayanta sharirastham, they are torturing their body, they are harming their body. Karshayanta sharirastham bhutagramam achetasam. Bhutagramam, the entire Bhut Samudaya, all their indriyas, sense organs, they are suppressing them, or they are torturing all these man chaivan, and they are not. So Bhagavan is saying they are not torturing their body, but they are indirectly torturing me. Man chaivantah sharirastha, antah sharirastham, inside the body. Who is there? सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो मत्तस्मृतिर्ज्ञानमपोहनञ्च वेदैश्च सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यो वेदान्तकृद्वेदविदेव चाहं. So Bhagavan is saying सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो, I am sitting in all the hearts of the people, in every heart, in every body, like whether they are human beings or they are pashu, like animals. In every heart, sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishto, I am sitting in all the hearts of living creatures. And now if you are torturing your body, indirectly you are torturing me, because I am inside you, I am inside everywhere, everyone. So manchaivantas sharirasthan tan vidhyasura nishchayan, tan vidhyasur nishchayan, you know them, asur. Now next Bhagwan, next topic, he starts with the food. आहारस्त्वपि सर्वस्य त्रिविधो भवति प्रियः यज्ञस्तपस्तथा दानं तेषां भेदमिमं शृणु. Now Bhagwan is telling the Karshayanta Sarirastham, all this he has told about the Upasana. Now first step he has told about the Upasana. These three types of Upasana, three types of people will do these different types of Upasana. So what happens? Upasana is over. Now food. He will come to the food. Now food is aharastopi sarvasya. Ahara is also the three types. Trividho bhavati priya, yagyas, tapas, tathadanam, and also yagya, tap, and dan is also having three categories: sattvic, rajasic, tamasic. Now why Bhagwan is telling food? If to analyze ourselves, first to analyze ourselves, don't apply all these principles, all these rules to other people, like this person is doing all this austerity, this person is eating tamasic food, this person is eating rajasic. Just apply in our character what we are performing in our life, what kind of food we are following. Now if we are following rajasic or tamasic food, but we want to become sattvic, now what we have to do? If we will try to take sattvic food, then slowly we will become sattvic, because jaisa khaye an vaisa bane man. So as we eat, similarly our mind will be developed. our shraddha will be developed. So if we eat sattvic, lot of sattvic food, then we will become sattvic person. And in nowadays, if we are eating rajasic, so we should consider that okay, in some ways we are more rajasic, but still now it is not a problem if we are eating rajasic or tamasic food. We will leave slowly. We will leave or rajasic and tamasic, and we will try to have the habit to eat sattvic food. Now then we will see the what is the sattvic food. आयुस्सत्त्वबलारोग्य सुखप्रीतिविवर्धनाः रस्या स्निग्धा स्थिरा हृद्या आहारा सात्विकप्रियाः. Dakshina Didi, can you share the JPG food chart? Okay. Yes. So aharastopi sarvasya. So I have written in a short, like, so first is sattvic food. Sattvic food, when so Bhagwan is saying ayu sattva bala rogya. What are the characteristics of sattvic food? So it increases our life, ayu, and sattva, purity. Our antakaran will become more sattvic. We will be more healthy, strength, health, joy, happiness. Happiness will be also increased by eating sattvic food. We will become more cheerful. We will feel fresh. We will feel nourished every time. And rasya snigdha sthira hridya. Rasyaha, rasayukta. If we are eating like fresh fruits and vegetables, all these fresh fruits have ras juices inside. So rasyaha snigdhaha. Snigdhaha, like all the grains and all, like we have ghee is the very good example of a snigdha. So when we eat ghee, and then sthira, so what happens when we eat this kind of food, it will be lasting very long. So we must have heard that saying, our elders, that I have eaten so much ghee and milk I have drunk in the I had in my childhood, so I am still very strong. So these kind of things we have heard. So milk, ghee, fresh, and like curd, and all this we can comes under the sattvic food. So ahara sattvika priya, and this kind of food will be loved by the sattvic people, or the people who want to become sattvic. They will start eating all this kind of food. So food which will increase our life, that means it is healthy. It will not give us rog, because arogyam sukham uttamam. According to Patanjali ji, arogya is the param sukh, because without, if we have so many like diabetes and this that, if we have so many diseases in our body, then we cannot do anything, because healthy body, sound mind, healthy body has healthy mind. So if we want to do anything, we want to think, we want to work anything good, then we must have good or healthy body, and for that we should have sattvic food in our plate. And then what is rajasic food? So skatvam lalavana tyushna tikshna ruksha vidahinah ahara rajasasyeshta dukkha shokamaya pradaha katva amla lavana tyushna. So rajasic food, so all the sattvic food, if we are eating, we will become more pure, we will become more happy, we will become more peaceful. And the rajasic food, if we are eating, then we will be agitating every time, we will be irritating, we will be like shouting on other people, we will become more aggressive, restless, or more attachments will be increasing, and we become more hyperactive, like hyperactivity will be there in ourselves if we are eating rajasic food. What is rajasic food? So katva, amla, lavana. So katva, like bitter, and amla, like we have more acidic food, and then salty, very hot, pungent, dry, burning. So all these kind of food and comes under the rajasic food. It will increase what? It will increase. So it will increase dukkha shok amaya. Dukkha shok. So dukh is pain, shok, like our sorrows will be increased, and diseases, we will get more rog, diseases we will get. So if we are following this rajasic schedule and rajasic food we are eating, then all our dukh will be increased. Now here one word is coming, like sakatvam lalavana tyushna, lavana ati ushna. So we have to break the sandhi. Katva amla lavan ati ushna. Now ati word comes in between the lavan and ushna. That means ati will comes with everyone, everything. Like if we are only eating little bitter, little sour, little salty, that is okay. But if we are eating ati sarvatra varjayet, if we are eating in excessive matra, then what happens? Then it will become rajasic, and then it will cause pain, sorrow, and all the rog diseases. Now, what is tamasic? यातयामङ्गतरसं पूतिपर्युषितं च यत् उच्छिष्टमपि चामेध्यं भोजनं तामसप्रियम्. Now, this will increase, so the sattvic food, if we are eating, it will increase our laziness. We become more dull. We become like we have inertia, sitting at one place. We don't want to move from our chair, move from our bed. We will be filled with negativity, that is called tamasic food. That is something which is done by tamasic food. And what kind of, so it is yata yamam. The 3 hours make one yam. 3 hours will make one yam. So we have ashtayam. In 24 hours we have ashtayam. So if one yam is gone, then what happens? Your food will become little tamasic. So Bhagwan is saying stale, tasteless, putrid, rotten, refused. Like if it is left over in other plate and we are eating the same food, or we are sharing our food in a same plate, that is also sometimes considered as tamasic. Or spoiled or overcooked food, it is also tamasic. So alcohol, junk food, all the noodles, pasta, everything will come under the tamasic food. And the meat and all this will also come in the tamasic food. This is the tamasic. And the tamasic food, if we are eating more and more tamasic food, what happens? Our tamogud will increase, inertia and agyan, murta, everything will be increased. So this is about the food. We can go in deep also. This chart will be shared with you along with the PDF, so you can read it later. And also you must have the book, so you can read the meaning also. And now that as time is over, so we will conclude the session here. Next time we will see other things which Bhagwan is telling here, and maybe some more points about the food also, because I have more topic about the food, so we will cover in next session. Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna. Thank you, Kavita Didi, for this wonderful, thought-provoking session. I extend my heartfelt gratitude towards you. The presentation was very enlightening, and the insights imparted were of great, profound knowledge. And now is the question answer session. Those who have any other questions, kindly raise your hands and open your video so that we can take your questions. Yes. Lata Didi, Lata Ami, Ganeshan Ji. Yes, Didi will take the sessions.
Please.
Yes, Didi is there. Yeah, please, Bhaiya, put your question. Please unmute yourself, Bhaiya.
Yeah, Jai Shri Krishna. Thanks for today's Satra, and explanation was awesome and nice. Yeah. Actually, I just wanted to know what should be our priority between nation, our family, and our dharma. Means what would be priorities first? Means हमें क्या प्रायोरिटी रखना चाहिए? अपना कंट्री पहले रखनी चाहिए, अपनी फैमिली पहले रखनी चाहिए, या अपना धर्म पहले रखनी चाहिए? What should we keep in priority?
This question is actually very subjective. If we see the idealistic stage like Sri Ram, so he, for him, the samashti is priority. Where you are affecting more people. Like if we are comparing between nation and family, then we have to say that we should give priority to our nation, not family. So samashti is always priority in our Indian tradition. That is idealistic stage. And then according to situations and circumstances, sometimes we have to compromise with some things. So that depends on our circumstances.
Yeah. Jai Shri Krishna.
Raymond Narayanji, please unmute yourself.
Okay, Didi, good afternoon, Didi. After reading that fourth sloka, Yajante Satvika Devan Yaksha Rakshams Rajashaha Pretan Bhodagrarchanje Yajante Tamasa Janaha. So, is there any human being or anybody is there with 100% Satvika and 100% Rakshamsi, the Rajasa and Tamasa?
So
And
in Bhagavad Gita itself says there is nobody who is Satvik, Rajasic, because this entire Srishti, entire Jagat is Trigunatmika. Means you have Satvik, Rasic, Tamasic all together. Nobody is pure Satvik or pure Rasic or pure Tamasic. So for Tamogun is also important for our life, because if we don't sleep, then we cannot survive. So for sleeping, the Tamogun will come. So Tamogun is also required for every great person. So all three gunas are existing everywhere.
but the maximum percentage will be Satvika, they will be
Yes.
Daiva Guna.
Ji.
Okay. Thank you, Didi. Thank you. Thank you.
Ramanathanji, please unmute yourself.
Namaste. Ji.
Ji,
Namaste. Am I audible?
Ji, you are audible.
In the sloka 9, it said Kadvam Lavana. Kadvam Lavana. But there are a saying in Tamil, 6 tastes. A food must have 6 tastes.
Yes.
How do you distinguish?
So
If
Katvam Lavana, Bhagwan is not saying that you should not eat all this. Katvam Lavana. So I also mentioned in the session, Katvam Lavana Tushna. Before Ati Ushna becomes Tushna. So there is Sandhi. So this Ati word comes with all these adjectives. Ati Katva, Ati Lavana, Ati. So we should eat Katvam Lavana, Ushna, all these types of food, but it should not be Ati. We should consume it in a proper way, not
Namaste.
too.
Namaste. Thank you. Dhanyavad.
Kumar SD, unmute yourself.
Namaste, Jai Sri Krishna, ma'am. Ma'am, I am very interested with the Vasana Kramas. Can you explain once again with 3 kinds of Vasana?
So, Upasana.
Vasana, 3 types of Vasana. Can you explain once again?
I explained 3 types of Upasana which Bhagavad Gita tells. According to Bhagavad Gita, Sattvic, Rasic and Tamasic Upasanas are there. So if we are doing Upasana for Devatas, deities, then it becomes Sattvic Upasana. If we are worshipping all these Yaksha, Rakshas, semi-gods and all these things, then it becomes Rajasic, because we are trying to fulfill our desires, and to fulfill our desires we go to the different deities, like Yaksha, Rakshas and all these deities. Then it becomes Rajasic. And if we are going to the evil spirits, then it becomes Tamasic, like Kala Jadu and all the Tantra Vidya which happens in dark night. So that is all Tamasic.
Thank you, ma'am. Dhanyavad.
Your Ganesh and Bhaiya. Ganesh and Bhaiya, open your video so that we can take you. Ganesh and Bhaiya.
Okay, it's fine. He has unmuted himself.
I'm not able to.
It's
Okay, you ask the question here.
This 3 things.
Ji.
Shraddha, Traya, Vibhoha. You started with Guna and other 2 things I'm not able to.
Shraddha Traya Vibhag. I started Shraddha Traya Vibhag.
There you told
Sorry.
There you told three gunas. Sorry, the three things. Guna.
Rajasic guna, tamasic guna, and sattvic guna. 3 types of gunas.
Okay, okay.
We will see.
And if a person by nature, if he is having to a large extent he is having a tamas guna, then how can we transform? How can he transform to
Okay.
sattvic guna?
Slowly we have to change our daily routine and then our habits, and then slowly we can become Rajasic and then Sattvic. So this is very slow process, but if we are continuously putting effort, then slowly we can become Sattvic.
Okay, and we cannot attain 100%. But even if you attain 80 to 90%, that is better.
Achieve maximum.
Maximum. Thank you.
Vishnu Kumar Bhaiya.
Hi, ma'am. Kavita, ma'am. You had sir, very good interpretation for Bhagavad Gita, and also you said that we in society we have 3 type of people, that is Sattvika, Rajasika, and Tamasika. That is very necessary for the society. I accept your interpretation was very good. Thank you. Thanks a lot. That's all.
Jai Shri Krishna.
If anybody else has any other question, kindly raise your hand. I think Dhanashri Didi. Dhanashri ji. Yes, Didi.
Jai Shri Krishna Didi.
Didi.
Thank you so much for Kavita Didi for this excellent presentation and explanations. I had 2 questions. 17.3, the shloka. Can you explain the Antahkarana Chatushraya again? Like, what is the difference between Buddhi and Chitta?
Okay.
And the second question I had was about the Katvam Lavana, the types of foods that are included in that, and the excess of it. Is eating fermented foods like idlis and everything every day, would that be considered as an excess? Would that increase the tamasic qualities?
Okay, so first is Sattvan Rupa Sarvasya. Here Sattva means Antakaran, Man, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankar. So these are the 4 states of mind or vrittis of states of Antakaran, vrittis of Antakaran. And remember one thing, we have this explanation very different in different ideologies. So according to Vedanta, if we go, then there are 4 stages of mind or Antakaran. So when we have Sankalp Vikalp, like either should we do this or this. So these kind of confusions, when these types of options are arising in our mind, that is called mind. The flow of thoughts is mind. So all the Sankalp Vikalpatmika Vritti Manaha. And then you have Nishayatmika Vritti, when you think, okay, I have to do this. This is the fix. So like you are making decision. This is called Buddhi. And then Ahankar, first I will say Ahankar, then I'll go to Chitta. Chitta is something we are having all the memories, past memories reserved at one place. So that is called Chitta. It captures the moments. So that is Chitta. And Ahankar is I-ness. So this is not the pride. I-ness means we have sense of existence. So we exist, we have the sense. And I am this body, and this kind of sense we have, it is called Ahankar. Now the second question, Italy and all these things, if we are taking daily, it is not considered as Rajasic, because in Italy and in Sabhar, how much like Katva, Amla, Lavana, Tikshana, all these things we have to see the quantity, how much quantity we have in it. If it is normal, then it is okay to take it daily, because in South India we daily eat Italy and all these things. But if we are taking the quantities too much, it is very spicy sometimes, it is very hot and we cannot even eat easily, then it becomes Rajasi. Otherwise it is okay, it is okay to eat daily.
Ramanathan Bhaiya.
Namaste, Didi.
I think two of us are
Um,
here. Shall I continue or shall I?
Maybe Dhanashri Didi has something.
Dhanashri has something to
Shall I?
come.
Shall I mute myself?
Just a second here. Dhanashri, did you finish, please? Okay. Okay, Bhaiya, you can ask. Ramanathan ji?
Audible?
Yes, you
Yeah.
are.
Yes. It is a very general question. Does the soul is affected by one's action? Very karmas, sadvik karmas or asadvik karmas. If the soul does not get affected by the karmas, why should we try to discipline ourselves in mundane life?
Okay, so you are asking soul is by the karma, then why?
So my question is, when the soul is not harmed or affected or tortured by the one's activities or karmas, whether sadvik or whatever it is, why should we try to discipline ourselves in mundane life?
Okay, so in mundane life, what happens? The soul is the soul is unaffected. It is never affected by anything. But still, the Jivatma is the soul is connected with the body. It has adhyas vritti. So, what is adhyas? So, adhyas is a kind of bond. We have a kind of knot between Atma and mind, Atma and the Sansar. So, and because of this knot we have sharir ahankar, so we think that we are body. Nobody think that we are not body. We can speak so much, we can speak for hours that we are not body, we are soul, but the reality which we understand is we are body. So this abhiman, we dehabhiman we have, and that is called so this, because of this dehabhiman, the soul which is not affected by anything, but still it gets affected by the surroundings, by the sansar, because it has dehabhiman. This is mithya dehabhiman. It is not real, but still, like, we can understand with the example. In the dream state, we know that dream is not real. Nobody can kill us, nobody can hit us, nothing will happen. But still, if we have something, sometimes we have some scary dreams, and we start crying, sometimes we start speaking something. So we know that dream is not real. We do the things. So that is happening. Soul is unaffected. So like in dream, we are unaffected. Nothing will do with us. But still, we think that something will happen. Similarly, this mithya viman right now we have, and we think we are body, and the things will happen wrong to us, so it will affect us, and that's why we have to discipline ourselves to get rid of this mithya viman. So, our main purpose of life, according to our Vedanta philosophy, is to get rid of this sansar and mithya viman. And for this, discipline, and with the discipline only we can get the state where we will not have this mithya that I am body. Then we will be free from this apman, and we become like I am the soul, pure soul, like Paramatma.
One more question, please. In sloka third, you said about mind, buddhi, chit, and ahagar. Which carries the chit?
Which?
You explained, you instructed sloka 3, mind, buddhi, chit, and ahagar.
Right.
Which object or which one carries the chit to the next birth?
So there is no object, nothing like this exists. This is the like we have water inside the glass, water inside the plate, so it takes different shapes. Similarly, your mind is flowing. When it is taking decision, it becomes buddhi. When it is preserving memories, it becomes chit. When it is having confusion, it becomes mind. Similarly, so this is the flow of thoughts, and flow of thoughts in different stages becomes. So we have different terminology for the stage. It is not a completely different object or something.
Thank you. Namaste.
Hi, Shri.
Very kind.
Prayog Bhaiya, unmute yourself.
Jai Shri Krishna, Didi.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Actually, firstly, I'm sorry that I'm asking question related to this topic because it is my first time that I joined the live session because of busy schedule. Firstly, my question is, I follow a routine in which when I start my journey from my home to my work, I mumble the shlokas, means especially Ganpati Stotra and Maruti Stotra, means from my home up to reaching my workplace. So is it considered as a worksheet? And second thing, means in Mahabharata, there are two persons who are liked by most people, that Arjuna and Karna. So what went wrong with Karna that he lost and Arjun won the battle? Means the only thing he done wrong, I think, is that he did not betray his friend, but betrayal to a person who stood with you when nobody were looking even at you. So betraying that person is that bad, so you got killed at the end. So those are my questions.
Okay, so the first question was you are reciting the Ganpati Stotra while going to your office or workplace. This is very good activity actually. So in Gita Pariwar also we recommend our sadhakas to recite the shlokas as much as possible so you can easily memorize and easily you can observe it in your thoughts also, in your actions also. So it is always good to recite the shlokas. Even in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagwan said, Pashyan, Shrinman, Sprishan, Jigran, every stage, whatever you do, if you have Bhagwan inside your mind, it will always have a good positive effect. So that is very good activity and you should continue. And the second one is Karna. We actually we don't really understand the character of Karna and whatever he did. So in televisions, the Karna is depicted very differently. What he is exactly. So in Mahabharata, he has done so many things. Even when when Duryodhan and other Kauravas were fighting with the Gandharvas, then Karna knew that he will not be able to fight with the Gandharvas, so he ran away from that place. So he is never a good person. And in the Sabhagriha, when we have the Draupadi Chirhanan this episode, then also the idea that Draupadi should be treated like this idea was given by Karna. So the person who is giving these kind of ideas, now you can think the mentality of that person or the mindset of that person. It is not because of the frustration, because many people have problems in their life, many people are facing different circumstances. That doesn't mean you become wrong person, you become bad person. You have some opposite circumstances, that is all okay, because many people are facing the same, but they are not doing this kind of act which Karna did. And there are so many things which Karna did. So you can listen Mahabharat Katha of Param Pujya Swami Govind Dev Ji Maharaj. You will understand like only few episodes. If you will listen, you will understand what is the real character of Karna, because Swamiji speaks from Mool Mahabharat, which Veda Vyasji written. So you can listen that, or if you want short, something in short, if you want to know, then you can watch the podcast by Ami Ganatra in YouTube. So she also wrote the Mahabharat. She's the Mahabharat author and she wrote it very nicely. So you can also listen that podcast. It is specifically she made for the Karna. So this is, I think, 1 hour podcast, and she gave so many incidents in all the arguments which will convince you to understand that Karna is never a good character of Mahabharata.
Okay, so where I get that Swamiji's videos?
Swami
Is there any link?
Yeah, he has the channel. I will send his channel's link so you can directly go there.
Channel names is Swami Govind Dev Giriji.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes,
This is the name of Swamiji.
I'm sharing Swamiji's YouTube channel. You can find Mahabharat Katha.
Yes. Dhanashri Didi, do you want to ask anything else?
Yes. Thank you, Didi. I was not able to unmute myself before. I just wanted to continue on that question. In regards to the tamasic foods, meat and everything is considered to be tamasic. Why is that? Like alcohol, junk food, and everything is stale food, overcooked is understandable. What about meat, eggs, and all those things? The animal products, and also many Vaishnava traditions actually forbid onion and garlic. Is there a shastric basis for these two? Like why onion and garlic?
So for the onion and garlic, we consider that this is the tamasic food. This is not non-vegetarian or something, but this is tamasic because the characteristics of tamasic food will match with the onion and garlic. Will come in the onion and garlic. So puti paryushitam, and then the tibra smell. So if we have garlic and onion, it has very tibra smell. So all the characteristics that we will find, we can easily connect with onion and garlic, and that's why people don't eat that onion and garlic. And the first question you asked for the egg and all these
Meat and everything, yeah.
so this is of course the tamasic food because we are doing hinsa, we are doing violence, and then we kill someone and then we eat. So it is very easy to understand that this is the tamasic thing because we
Okay.
are other jivatma.
Thank you. And also, onion and garlic are sometimes considered to be important components of Ayurvedic medicines, right? So, in that case, what do we do? Like, if it is needed, like some Vaidya gives you that.
Can consume it. If it is needed, we can consume it because it is not non-vegetarian, but it is considered as tamasic. So we avoid.
Okay, and if somebody has like if the doctor has prescribed eating eggs because of some kind of physical thing, like to nourish or like for like somebody has had some malnourishment, in that case, would that be considered okay, like as a medicine?
We should try to fulfill all the deficiencies with vegetarian food. There are like vegetarian options available in the markets. First, we should go with that. But in very worst situation, we can go with the egg, but it is never.
Thank you. Are there any good vegetarian options for proteins? Like where can I find those?
You can simply Google it, or you can get answer from Chat GPT. So it will
Okay.
list.
Okay, thank you, Didi.
Anybody else? Uma Didi, do you have a question?
Yeah, Jai Shri Krishna Didi. Can Sattvic Gun people eat egg and all that? Because some people, some Sattvic quality people also eat egg sometimes. So can they also eat egg, Didi?
They should not eat egg. Like, see, we already have talked that nobody is perfect. Nobody is pure sattvic. So if he's eating egg, then it is adding rajasikta and tamsikta to his character. Tamsikta to his character. So if we want to become more and more like sattvic, then we should try to not eat all these eggs and other things.
Okay. Then one more question: what type of food comes under Rajogun? Rajogun.
Like whatever, like we have so many masalas nowadays. All the Chinese food and this junk food comes under the Rajogun food.
Okay. The order is Sattvic, Rajo, Tamona. Is it like that?
Rajogun, Tamogun. First is Satogun, then Rajogun and Tamogun.
Okay. Oh, okay. Thanks. Thank you.
Hope everyone is done with the questions now. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to respected Kavita Didi for a wonderful thought-provoking session. It's a challenge to practice and apply all the deep learnings that you have imparted in our lives. I would like to thank each and every one of the sadhakas for attending the session and questioning and telling your queries. We'll meet again in the next week's enlightening session again. I also thank the hardworking, very vigilant technical team for their continuous efforts in making this session a great success. Now is the time to offer the prayer once again in the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. For that, I would like to invite Bhuma SKG from New Delhi. She's a homemaker. Her interests are Sanskrit, teaching, reading. She's educated as BE. She joined Geeta Pariwar in July 2024. She's now learning in L4 class and she passed the Geeta Pathak. She's CT for the third time in L1 and for the first time she is also a CT in L2. Welcome Bhuma Didi.
Jai Shri Krishna. Yogesham Satchidanandam Vasudevam Vrajapriyam Dharma Samstapakam Veeram Krishna Vande Jagadgurum Shri Krishna Vande Jagadgurum. Sarvam Shri Krishnarpanamastu. Jai Shri Krishna.
Thank you, Didi, for the wonderful prayer. Now is the time for Hanuman Chalisa.
श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधारि बरन रघुबर बिमल जसु जो दायक फलचारि बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन विराज सुबेसा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ वज्र ध्वजा विराजय कांधे मुंज जनेऊ साजय शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगबंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबेको आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबेको रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सिंहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर सहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत ही समभाई सहस बदन तुम रोजस गावै अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावै सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा जम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीना तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना जुग सहस्र योजन पर भानु लील्यो ताहि मधुर बल जानु प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाहि दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुमरे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होतन आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना आपन तेज समारो आपै तीनों लोक हाकते कापै भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवै महावीर जब नाम सुनावै नासै रोग हरै सब वीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावै मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावै सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा जिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावै सोई अमित जीवन फल पावै चारों जुग प्रताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अष्ट सिद्धि नो निधि के दाता असबर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावै जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावै अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाई जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई और देवता चित्तन धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई संकट कटई मिटई सब पीरा जो सुमिरई हनुमत बलबीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई जो सत बार पाठ कर गोई छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई जो यह पढ़ हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जयनाथ हृदय महडेरा पवन तनय संकट हरन मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुर भूप सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय।